All right, how's everybody doing out there today? And welcome to a very exciting day of crypto. Wow, look at this. Okay, so here we go. This is what I've been waiting for. We did get a second bear cross. All right, so the other day I posted how that crossing on the price is weak. You do not want to cross on the price. It pretty much just confuses the crap out of everybody. And that's what happened here. So we crossed on the price here on the last time we crossed. You see that then we did form this right here is a bearish inside bar. So now this is a bearish inside bar. And if you were in our, let me see here, hold on a second. Let me find this. Uno Mamatato. All right. So if you're in our VIP group, I was up here and I said, where was it? I said, here it is. I said, bearish harami. I said, hey, everybody, watch out. The last two Kindles printed a bearish harami, right? So we had a bearish harami set up right there. And then we actually had a bearish harami. And this is what I was watching, this bearish harami setup. And you see, we got a very bearish play out of this. So let's cut it. I want to warn everybody, though, that the last time we did this, and this is what I've been posting over in my in our VIP area. If you guys come into our VIP area, you'll see what I've been posting is, where's it at? Sorry, I post a lot of stuff. So this is my posts, my setups down here, and I explain exactly what I see over here, and this is what I'm worried about. Oops. Where's that at? There we go. Oh, come on. Get over there. And this is, let me show you what I was concerned about and I was worried about, is that the last time that we came down here like this, we crashed into this line. And look, I have this all written out. It's right here. It's been on the charts for days. You can see what happened is we bounced off this Tekken line. We dropped a little bit lower, and then we did bounce off it. Now, the difference is we didn't make this bearish cross, right? Which we've done. We've made this bearish cross. You can see that if you zoom in over here, that last time this happened, the bearish cross didn't occur for a while. So you didn't get this death cross for a while, and it didn't happen over here. Now, this did break through the Tekken line. This was on the bottom of the Tekken and then followed that Tekken line all the way down. But we did bounce off the bottom of that. So over here, this is kind of what I've been watching. Now, this is going to be a hell of a lot harder to bounce off this Tekken line right here because we did make this death cross, right? And this is what I'm watching. Now, it can unfold this death cross. This is possible because this is just kissing right now, right? But this would take the price, would have to shoot all the way back up here and get above. It would have to go above this candle right here. So you'd have to get all the way back up here to 65 and change in order to unwind this, right? So to unwind this, you'd have to break all the way up. And you see where our support is. Now, you guys, if you know, I called this perfectly on Twitter. So I was over here on Twitter. You guys saw my call, so I had a really good call. I said, hey, all you got to do is play the pump or play the dump. All you're doing is you're playing this wedge line right here. And I said, hey, break that, and the support is 62.50, right? 62.50. Look where we're at. The support is 62.50. This is exactly where we are right here. Now, this is going to, in the past, this is broken up and back up and over and then died again and unraveled this cross, right? So we're going to see what's going to happen here, but this is your support. So what I did is I actually am in a short trade. I set my stop loss at a break even right here. I'm actually a little below the break even on this. I had my stop loss a little below the break even. I got up here at like 63.80 and change or something like that. So I have my stop loss set. So if this does decide to get all squirrely whirly, I would just wait and I would pick this trade up again, I would stack shorts higher up here. Now the good news about this is when you go deep in here, right? And we look deep, let's pull this down. So when you pull this down, when you pull everything down here, so you can see, look at my arrows. So you see my arrows have this coming down, and then this can bounce. Now, there's two different scenarios here that are kind of in play right now, right? So you've got this scenario where this can come down, and this is going to play out just like the last ones, right? Bounce, bounce, bounce. And if you want to take a really good look at this, you know, you can get a great idea kind of what happened in the past. Let me pull this off here. So you can get a really good idea of what's happened. And then there's my alarm line right there. You see my alarm line. To break that is to go bullish for me. So you can see in the past when this has happened that you come up. Now, what we're kind of missing here is this first hump. We're kind of missing this first hump, right? Then you get the second one, and here's the second one. So take a look. See, so here's the second. Now what we're missing is this first one, and I'm a little worried right now that this first one might be the one that we're in, right? Because we came up, we just kissed the line. You know, this went up and kissed that line. This is close. This one's there. So these have all gotten a little bit higher. Lower, higher, the highest, right? So they've all kind of, these first peaks have kind of gradually gotten a little bit higher. So I am, at this point, a little suspect of this also being an alternative, right? And it's a little choppy going up. I mean, this is a lot choppy going up. This is a lot choppy going up. This is not as much choppy. But I'm a little suspect right now that this could possibly, and I'm giving this a 50% chance, turn out to be the first hump and not the second hump. Now, it plays out different with the MAs. All of these moving averages line this up more as this second dump scenario right here. So this lines it up with the second dump scenario. Now, in the second dump scenario, if you peel down into this real good, right, you'll see that it makes like a little lightning bolt pattern down here. So this come down, this makes a little lightning bolt pattern. Not so much, right? Kind of the lightning bolt pattern comes down here, right? Then the lightning bolt pattern comes back up. So then we shoot up, shoot up, shoot up for kind of the last coup de grace before this falls out. You know, and I know a lot of people are over here thinking this is, you know, more of this June-ish area, right? More of this June area, but now this makes this a lot harder to play this out because here, look, double cross, right? You had this double cross, it was close. Then here you go, double cross, it was even closer. This double cross is a lot closer here. So you got this super close double cross, then you got this cross, then you got this. This is literally, this price needs to explode back up out of this to unwind this death cross. And now if this does break lower than the Tekken here, if we do take off lower than this Tekken, and this substantially breaks down below the Tekken line, then there would be the possibility that this second death cross would have played out just like this death cross played out. So this death cross played out and it was done. This death cross played out and it was done. So this is a really, so look, this was a death cross. I mean, this one kind of crossed on the money though. Same thing. This one, both of these are all real close. All these death crosses close real, except for the actual death cross. So the first one played out really close on the price. The second one did play out above the price action. So you see when this one played out, it is on top of the price action. This is higher than the price action. This one did play out higher than the price action over here. You guys just got to go pull up those charts if you want to get a really good view of that. Now this did bounce down, came back up, and then just finally died. This one just died. This one just completely died. And this one we're yet to see. So we're yet to see. So I am a little torn here. You know, I'm a little bit torn. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start. Let's just bring up our other. Let's kind of bring everything up here and see what we got. Right. So the last couple times, last time this happened, if we look, so here in this area right here, you had this big pullback and then it bounced back. Look, we're down in the same area, right? We're down in the same area. You know, it's trying to break. It's trying a little bit to pull back up there, right? And if you go back to the last time this happened, which was here, this is a much shorter pullback. And then it bounced and then it died. So this one is shorter. This one was definitely a lot longer. And then so we're definitely up here a lot higher. We've broken down a ways. Now we haven't broken down as low as this one came down. This one came down substantially lower, then recovered, and then died. So if we're looking at this chart, this is still in no man's land to me, right? I'm still not in, this is still to me in no man's land. And let's take a look what happened once this did fall. So once this did fall out of the sky, so you got to bounce back up, you got a couple bounces down, and then just kind of teetered along. And then this, so this is a tough one right here. I don't think this keeps going. I think it might go a little bit more, but I think we're going to get a pullback of some kind. And it doesn't have to pull back a lot, you know. This doesn't have to pull back a lot. You know, maybe we can chug along right here for a candle or drop a little bit lower, then come back up a little, and then drop down one more time. But this is a pretty good drop right here. I'm 50-50 on this pulling back up, giving us a little bounce back up. But this having this cross, having this touch makes this a lot tougher. Okay, so this is a winning trade for me so far. I've scooted my stop loss down. I am looking, and I'm completely expecting this to pop back up. I'll start reaching for those shorts again, loading up those shorts. And then you can see over here, see, look, this came up. It rode the inside of this. See how perfectly it rode the inside of this channel? Look at this channel right here. So there's your channel. And then it just perfectly rode back up on the inside of the channel. Use the inside channel as resistance. And that could totally just be the same thing here. Just come up, use the inside channel as the bottom side of this channel as resistance. And then just give us the final little pooper outer. This is a lot harder to do because, I mean, that channel is just near horizontal. That was a pretty wicked fall right there, and that one a lot harder to correlate with that one. So that's kind of my thunk on this particular chart right here. So looking at this chart, we'll see if this plays out. So if this gives us a retraction back up here, this chart will have played out absolutely perfect. You guys have seen my chart. You've seen my arrows. If this does work out, this will be pretty damn amazing. I'll be pretty happy with this chart. And I'll just be looking to open. I'll probably, I don't know if I'll long scalp because I don't think it's got far to go up. But I will be just looking to add shorts as this goes higher. And we'll have to see. I want to see the strength of this before I start dumping out of my trade, right? I might just keep stacking some shorts higher. All right, let's go over and let's just start to pull this all apart right here. So we're going to start over here at the 3-day, okay? So this 3-day, this candle, last time we talked about this 3-day candle did not help us out at all, right? And this did not help us out at all. So nothing here really is helping me out on the 3-day. I want to make sure we get up here nice and high. Now you do have to be careful because when this candle does close, the 10 and the 20 will create another bear cross. Right, so you will have a bearish cross coming at the end of this candle, okay? So let's start making out our notes. Oh, there's my tether. We need to adjust this. 415 million. There we go. We're just going to make sure we keep that up there because we love how the exchanges play those games. All right, and so we're just going to pull this out. Let's start to make our notes. So on the 3-day, so 1, so the 3-day we have the 10 and 20 MA crossing next. And this is a bear cross. All right, so we have the 10 and the 20 bear crossing next. Let's pull this down to 16. And they are, let's see where they're going to cross at. Boy, they're going to cross really high. They're going to cross up here at 6,800-ish. So it's going to be a cross at 6,800 at the 6,800 level. All right. So there's 1. Let's go over to 2. So I called this a bear. This is a pin bar fakie is kind of what this looked like to me. On the 2-day, so this looks like a brand new 2-day candle holding on to support right here. So you see that the support is being held down. So on the top side you've got the 10 at 6,400. At the bottom side you've got the 7. So the 7 is just what is holding this whole dealy mabobber up right now. So the 7MA and our Tekken line are literally just they're holding this thing up, and I want to say it's more of that Tekken line that I was able to call the price action on. Okay, but so if this does bounce back up, it will bounce into the 10 right there. All right, so now more bad news. Let's just keep adding to the bad news here. 2. So the 2-day, we had a bear cross between the 50 and the 100. The candle setup doesn't help us out at all. Let's see. Oh, okay. So we also have on the 2-day, we have a confirmed. And then we also have the 2-day, 100 and 200 in 2 days. And this would be bear at, boy, that's way up there, 7,900, 7,944. Okay. So we got that. So we got a bearish cross right there. Now, so let's go back. And, oh, nope, I take it back. That is not a bearish cross. Nope, we're going to get rid of that. It's not a bearish cross. Because the 100 is up there. That is our 10. So there we go. Oop, almost made a oopie oop. All right. So let's see here. So actually, I'm going to go back over here. Let me go back over here to the 2-day. So on the 2-day, I'm going to print that our support, our resistance is 6,400. Right? 2 days. So we're going to set that our 10 MA 6408. Okay, then let's run this down to our 1 day. Okay, so looking at this candle setup doesn't help me at all. Candle setup doesn't help me. Daily candle setup. Okay, so look, go figure. Go figure this. This actually reversed on a 6. So here we go. So we're going to go 3. So the daily, go figure, reversed on a 6. And we always talk about that, right? We always say that the 6s are really where it's at with the crosses, all right? So tomorrow we'll have another cross between the 50 And the so on the daily we'll have another cross. It's between the 30 and the 100 tomorrow. All right, let's take a look at our candle setups here. Didn't help us. Now, if I would have been looking at this candle setup, this is a bullish candle, right? This is a bullish trade setup, right? We said this yesterday. This setup was bullish. This is a bullish inside bar, bullish harami, one of the two. And that would have been a bullish trade setup, but it was a 6, so the TD just ripped that right out of the hands. This is giving us so 63, and so the daily has a lot of resistance right here above it from 63.30 to 63.70. So now we're below a lot of resistance. So we're going to put that in there. So our daily resistance is 63.30 to 63.70. All right. Okay, so that, yep, there it goes. Yep, perfect. Okay, let's run this down to and this candle setup does not help me here. Right, that what I do see is I see a rising wedge kind of forming. All right, so there's our 12 hour. Now our 12 hour is super tricky. Okay, so this 12 hour is going to play out really tricky. So we've got the 12 hour. The 7 and the 30 are trying to make a death cross. So they're trying to make a death cross. They're also going to act as our resistance. Let me get down here. So our resistance 60. So you've got 63.45. and 6,400 as our resistance. God damn it. So 63.40 and 6,400 is our resistance right here. Now I want you to take a look. Look, there's no support on a lot of these, right? So when you're ripping through the timelines here, right? The only support is the 2-day and the Tekken. So the last support we have is the 2-day and the Tekken, and it's sitting at 62.90. So we're gonna go back up here. We'll type this down a little lower. Only support the Tekken 62.50 and the 2-day 7MA at 62.70. All right, now below that is nothing. There's just nothing. Right? Nothing. Nothing. So there you go. Below that is 5,800. And below that is super deep. So the only thing, so if this breaks, you only have historical support, right? So the next support, so then our next support, we actually have historical at 61.51, right? And then we have the 3-day 100 MA at 5,800. So this is super critical that this holds this if this is to keep the price in play. If we're going to try to keep everything in play here, and we're going to try to keep this all in play and going, then this cannot lose this support, because if this loses this support, there's nothing, just historicals, that's all that is to hold this up right down. And 6150 is my historical pop, where I think we have a little historical support right there. It's right about here. Losing that, it's 5800. So right now the bears and the bulls and everybody's got to really crack down here. Now the 12-hour also posted up a death cross, a bearish cross between the 7. So we got so we also posted a bear cross between the 50 and the 100. So that's a brand new cross that just happened right up top here. So there you can see it. You can see a second cross that we got right here. So this cross right here, like I said, this is kissing. This hasn't executed yet. This has not executed yet. So there is a chance to unwind this, but it's going to be, we're going to have to see what happens here. Let's pull this down to the 6-hour. Okay, so the 6-hour we got a cross. We got one cross on the 6-hour. We got one bear cross on the 6-hour, but we have a bunch of them coming. We would get a super cross if this price drops. If the price drops, it's going to be really bad on the 6-hour, because you're going to pull off a super cross. It would be a bearish super cross. So 5, we've got, so on 5 we have a 6-hour bear cross. It's 100, 200. All right, and it needs to hold. This needs to rally. Or a super cross. One to two candles. Okay, so this will get a super cross, death cross in 1 to 2 candles, because what will happen is you got this 6 MA, this 7 MA is going to punch down through the 30, through the 50, and it'll do it in a pretty quick timing too. And I want to pull this back to get a little bit better idea of what happened the last time these two crossed. So, little bit. Kind of want to pull this back here. So look, we were about halfway into this, right? We're about halfway into this. Not even, we're at the very beginning of this. So we're at the very beginning when this crossed here. All right, so that doesn't help us because we're way, there you go. Let's take a look at this one. All right, so here when it crossed, we were at the end. So here when it crossed, it was at the end. You then had the next crossover. Trying to compare, trying to see what I can see. Just trying to see if this is playing out like it did. Now, all right, so here is another issue you're looking at on your 6-hour, right? So this is, if you're looking at the 6-hour, when you stack these two MAs right on top of each other like this, when they're running parallel, this creates a harder channel to penetrate, right? So you've got a tougher channel to penetrate right here. So for this to, we're going to have some real volume to get up and to break through this area, because we've got a lot of resistance if we just put out. So now you've got resistance 63, same thing, 6340 and 6400. So let's go. We're going to put that on here. All right. So you got the resistance 6340 and then 6400. So you see how you got these two levels of resistance that are just stacked right on top of each other, here and here. Right, and there they are. They're here and here. You just got a ton of resistance right there. Getting a nice little rally, nice little bounce. Getting a nice little bounce right here. Okay, so for your 4 hour, we did get a bear cross. So and now this is on the price. This would have happened after, though, of course, because the price dropped. So you would have a bearish cross, and in about 4 hours, you'll have another possible secondary bear cross. Once again, this has got to get, you can't unwind this one, but you can stop this second one from occurring. So on the 4 hour, you do have a new 7 and 30 bear cross. Call it a bear cross because it's on top of the price. I don't like that as much as a death cross, which I'd like to see much higher. Okay, so then our support levels, once again, look at that, 6355 and 6400. I'm sorry, resistance is 6355, 6400. So you got that. All right, let's take a look. It's harder to get any candle. Just because the drop was so hard, these candles are not helpful. Right now, if this candle stays down here and it closes, this would be a very bullish candle set up for a bullish return. All right, so there we go. This is kind of, all right. Jesus. Okay. All right. So, historically speaking, the last time this happened, this did rally, but this didn't rally into that. This did not rally into the. This did not rally into the. Gotta leave this up here. So last time this happened, this puppy rallied up here. It's gonna have a hard time getting higher up here. So this is gone. This is gone. We played the wedge. All right, here you go. These are your two. So you got your stacked resistance at 6,400. Your stacked resistance from 63.55 to 35 to 63.60. All right, there's our two resistance boxes right there. All right, so now, last time this happened, this ran up here and rode the wedge. So it ran up here, rode the wedge, and then fell out. So last time this occurred, this is what happened. It kind of ran up here and fell out. So let's see if this plays out. So let's see if this kind of scenario plays out right here. This could get up a little bit higher. All right, and I'm gonna leave all this. Here's my target. So there's the 5,800 target. All right. Now, if this does fall off, this will end up as being an leading expanding diagonal. So this will definitely have been that. All right, now let's go. Let's go. Okay. Ah, look at this. Look at how nice this is. It's trying. It's trying. It's trying to make my arrows come true. It's really trying. All right. Let's go over here. All right, so we got up into the bowl, into this this rejection zone. So this did fall out of the rejection zone, right? Now this fell down and it did break the white upward bull trend. So, you know, this could be a bullish call, because if you're going to break up over this, you know, you're going to break back up into the bullish territory here, and you could break up into just a small, you know what I'm saying? It would be a small upward upward bear call. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our chart. Take a look at this chart. Okay, so we got both of these death crosses happen. So you did get this super bear cross above here, right? So you got the super bear cross action that happened. So that is bad. All right, and that was on our 12-hour. I'm going to post this up. Okay. All right, so there's that. All right, it's trying to bounce here. This doesn't, all this kind of does is kind of help confirm my bounce theory on the other chart, on my other RSI chart. Let's go to, now this chart is important. Okay, so this chart is very important, because every time we get up here into these dump zones, right? Every time we get up into these dump zones right here, we have a very substantial dump. And I do have another chart I want to show you guys. I'm going to bring you guys another chart that, but I want to pull this up first. Because I want to show you guys what happens over here. So look at what happens a lot of times. Every time it comes up into this dump zone, not every time, but a lot, you know, it comes up, it does this zigzag. It's like a double top. So it gives you a double top, dump, right? This one didn't. That one gave you a double top. This one gave you a double top. This one kind of gave you a double top with this little sloping. I bet if we go up and look at the price, there's a double top right there. So, you know, we gotta keep an eye on this to see if so a double top would basically verify this particular chart right here, if it was double topping. So if it did double top, it would mean we still have much lower to go. If it's a single drop, it means we have a super long way to go down. Okay, and I got one more chart. Where is that puppy? Here it is. Here's my other chart. All right. Okay, so here is my other chart that I've been using in the members area. So here you can see, look here, look here, look here. And then each one of these is identified with a pink circle, pink circle, pink circle, and then we're now down here, right? So we're now down over here with this pink circle. And then if you do pull up this chart, if you really dig into this chart, I want to get a screenshot of this chart. Okay, if you dig into this chart really well, this chart's been a pretty good indicator of what's been happening. All right. So look, this chart has pretty much done a pretty good job of calling this, right? This chart's done a great job of calling all these movements right here. Now, this is a moment of indecision here, because now this could play out as a, so actually we're just going to wipe that out. So this could play, let me take a screenshot of this. So this is playing out pretty well, but this has the possibility to come up one more time and then play out like that. Yeesh, whoosh. Yeah, let's do something like that. Okay. So I think that this would be the adjusted chart right here. Okay. So there'd be my adjusted chart. The targets on this are really low. I want to get it back down. I want to get this down in the 58 area. Okay. So this would be a little bit better for me in this 58 range right there as a second target. All right. All right, let's pull this back up. Oof. So I'm trying to keep my charts as organized as I can. There we go. All right. All right. And all right. Okay, got it. All right. Yeah, so we do have an issue now with the ETF rejection that's coming. So we do have an ETF rejection that is possible here in the next day or two, and that's really possible with this. We're going to get an announcement, and that announcement would basically be, hey. Yeah, this is not going to work out for this other announcement here. Okay, hold on a second, everybody. All right, so we're going to start running through. I'm going to run through a couple. Let's start running through these alts, okay? Start running through the alts. Let's load up. What do you think here? Let's do Litecoin first. All right, so let's take a look at our Litecoin chart. All right, so let's look at our Litecoin chart over here, and hold on a second. Woo, I had to sneeze. Sorry about that. Big sneeze. All right, so let's look at Litecoin. So our charts over the last... Oh, I got another one coming. Damn it! Sorry. Got some sneezies. Okay, so here's what I have for Litecoin. So yesterday I said, hey, we got this. Yesterday I said, hey, we got this, a double death cross on our weekly, right? And I was not happy about this, right? I was not squishy about this. So we have this double death cross, and I mean, guys, look, this candle here. This candle, you just can't get any better setup. And there's a lot of alts that had this candle right here. This right here, this needs to, this should have been a pure reversal candle. And boy, some of the other charts, the other alts that we'll take a look at, like TRX, I mean, this thing was just wicked, like the perfect, hey, go long with your mom and your socks and throw your dog and your girlfriend in the pile, and we're gonna make we're gonna do really well. I mean, right now, looking at this, my targets are right down here. In fact, I'm gonna, $38. Look at this, just coming down. Gonna tag this 200 MA. I mean, I see this totally possible still. Even if we get a retraction here, even if we get a retraction, a little bit of a bounce up out of this, I'm telling you, I'm still calling this is the bottom right here. Well, as a target, so this would be my first target. Would be the 38. What is that? $38, almost on the dime, to this 200 MA on the weekly. Right now, we've gone down this channel. We're just hugging this channel right here. But so let's pull this over here. So we're gonna punch in that the weekly, 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 weekly. Where's this say weekly? I don't. Why doesn't this have the weekly thing on it? So I'll go here. So I'll go number 5. So the weekly 2 death crosses. Support is 38 smackers. So support's $38 on the 200 MA. We'll see on this 200 MA. All right. Resistance on this. Way up there on the 3-day chart. Okay, so also we're gonna add that the 3-day 3-day bear cross coming. Yep, still coming between the 30 and the 200. It is an imperfected 9, so it's still a 9. Okay, we're gonna rip this down to the 2-day. So here's our 2-day. No help up above. So you've got resistance on your 2-day at $56. So our 2-day, we're going to type in here for the resistance at 56. Now this 2-day candle setup does not help me, right? Just this candle setup here. This looks like a bullish. This is the bullish fakie we talked about. So if you look at the candle setup, is this played out right here? So you had this candle, you had this, which is a bullish candle. This is a bullish. This looks like a bullish harami or a bullish inside bar. Then came up, it turned into this pin bar. So this is called a bullish pin bar fakie, right? And what it did is it played out, and this was a fakie, and then now it's breaking low. In fact, it might be a bearish pin bar fakie, but this looks like it played out as a bearish pin bar fakie. And let me pull this puppy up. Let me find that. So let me go get this chart. Let me pull this chart up over here. All right, let me pull it inside fakie. Where you at? Let me grab this thing. Just want to confirm. Seriously, come on. Not finding it. All right, so let's do this. Fakie? There it is. And why don't I have this? Fakie. So there you are. This is the bearish fakie with pin bar pattern right there. So you see this comes up like this and then dumps down like this. I'm going to save this one. I like this one a lot better. Fakie 2. So that is what I see right there. And let me dump this in here. All right, so that is what this looks like right here. And this is supposed to dump lower now. So this should break out lower. All right, so let's go down to the, so I'm going to put this. So the 2-day is a bearish fakie pin bar. All right, let's run this down to the 1-day. All right, let's see what we got for the 1-day over here. Hold on. Nothing. Now this would have been a bullish setup. This daily candle was a bullish setup right here. I would have played that bullish because that looks bullish. Hold on a second. Where is that? Right. So I would have played this as a bullish inside bar right there. Right. So this looked like a bullish inside bar on Litecoin. But remember, if you guys come over and you're in our VIP room, I tell you there's a layer to everything and how you layer the strengths. Candles are below MAs. So the moving averages overpowered this and wiped this completely off the map. So that daily candle just got wiped out. So the daily here has no help to us whatsoever. So the daily candle setup is nothing. All it does is offer resistance at 56 bucks. $56. Yeah, this doesn't help me out at all. Targets are still the same. Nothing happening above us. Let's go look at the 12-hour. So over here on the 12-hour, I was looking for this to be played as a squeeze pattern right here. I thought these MAs they had a possibility of closing. They didn't. So the heavier MAs up top on the higher timelines just folded this over just like nothing, like butter. Right, just folded this over like butter. Trying to get a small retraction here. Even if this does come back, I mean, we've got a ton of resistance up here. 56 on the 12-hour. So 50. So this is not. We got nothing here, but at 56, right? So we got nothing but resistance here at 56 bucks. This is just super, super heavy. I'm going to write this in here. Actually, I'm going to go get this. So I'm going to, not you, come here. So there's super heavy resistance at $56 right here. Now, this has got to go up. If this does come up, it's got to have to test this line again, and I don't know if it's going to be able to do that 2 times. So it's look at how many times it's tested this top line. 1, 2, almost 3, 4, 5. It's trying so hard. Then it tried to break out the bottom of it. Tried to break, and it's just trapped inside of this channel. Now, here's the dangerous part. We're in the middle of this channel right here. We're on a red 4. Okay, so we're on a red 4. That means there's got lots of room to go down. We just had all those crosses up above, but there's no pending crosses right now. I don't see anything. There's nothing here so far. All right, well, I say that, and then we get a damn death cross on the 6 hour. Six hour, that's a 7 and the 30. I made bear cross. Right, so you got this bear cross on the 7 and the 30 right there. Nothing else. No candle setups. This would have played, I would have looked to play that out as a bullish candle right there. 4 hour, ooh. So you got a super cross here. You had a super death cross. 1, 2, and then it just pounded right out. So the 4 hour finished off a super death cross. Now it is on a 6, right? Let me go back here. It is 2. No. See, this isn't really lining up on a bunch of 6s for me. You've only got a 6 right here. Now remember, this does like to reverse on a 6. So if it is only on one timeline, this is not. This is especially a lower timeline. So the 4 hour has a green 6, and you know I like to reverse. Reversals on 6s. You guys know I like reversals on 6s. Okay. Let's see here. And let's see where our resistance is. Oh, guess what? There it is. 56 bucks. Right? So this $56 layer is just loaded with resistance. Okay? So the 56 is just loaded with resistance right there. Okay, and nope. Gonna get rid of this. Yeah, yep, okay. Yeah, I don't think anything. Okay, so there's that. Let me soup this thing up right here. This is our resistance right there. Yeek. I might take this off. So this is going to get adjusted all the way down here. It was really going to take some gumption to get that thing up there. Right? Man, it's a little more like down here. And then, of course, I can just continue on through. All right. We're getting a nice bounce on BTC. Good. Nice. All right. Oh, come on. You go here. You go there. All right. Oh, okay. Tron 0.0001. Yeah. All right. Yeah, the VIP room is the Vamp package. Yeah. Yes, I have a very nice package. That's why my wife married me. It's called a big wallet. Just put it right in front. You win every single time. All right, let's go over. We're now going to pull up, let's do All right, Ethereum, EOS, or Tron? Which one? Ethereum, EOS, or Tron? All right, Tron it is. God, there's just, Tron is just so doomed. Tron is so doomed. All right, you guys want to do EOS? We'll do EOS. Tron is just so doomed. All right, here we go. We'll do EOS. I feel so bad. I'll do EOS next. I'll do ETH and EOS. All right, here we go. All right, so EOS, my EOS chart, I had played this squeeze. So you see this just came together. This squeeze came together, sort of like the Bollinger Bands, and then just exploded. Here was my top, so I only had us going up to this resistance line right here. So my I had us going up to the $5.43. This did peak all the way up here. Yeah, now I did have this resistance line up here at $5.56. So got up in here and then fall out. I mean, this is pretty good, you know. When I look over here at this chart, the first thing I do is I go A, B, C, right? Kind of looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Possibility, right? Running all the way up there. This is a 12-hour chart. I'm sure you could break it down a lot better. Now, look, I've called this pretty darn well, pretty close. And I still think that, I mean, I don't think I need to move anything. I think my targets are still the same. You know, I'm just going to add an arrow is all I'm going to do. And I'm just going to probably take an arrow up here. I'm going to drop an arrow here. And, you know, I mean, this is a possibility. Right there, something like this. You know, if this wants to come up here and get into all this resistance up here. You know, it's hard. Let's pull through these time frames here. Let's back this up. So the 12-hour candles, no help. All right, let's pull this all the way out to the weekly. I'll pull EOS all the way out to the weekly. I mean, you know, you had this death cross. You still don't have a death cross. Another one coming for a while, and I think that'll be like the end of the road, right, for EOS. So listen, we'll start this off by you know, you still had that death cross. So you had the weekly death cross between the 7 and the 50. Was what, last week, 2 weeks ago, right? And then you have we're gonna say the, oh my god, it's like a long time until then you have, I'm just gonna say resistance at $6.26.2. Right, and you've got no support here, right? So there's no support down here within your EMA. Do I have all my EMAs up? Yep, they're all up there. Yeah, all right, so let's pull this down to the 3-day. 3 days, no help. You've got your resistance at $5.30. So you've got so this is the 3-day. No help. No, let's see the candle here. I want to see the candle close here. So the 3-day is still on a 9 that can totally bleed out. So we're just going to call this on a 9. So the 3-day is on red 9 still. Okay. No help. Sorry, and the resistance is 5.3. Okay, let's run down to our 2-day. Just a mess. 2 days, just a mess of crosses. Ooh, Man, look at the 2 day. So the 2 day started a new green one, which is very bad. 3. 2 days started 1. And just no help on that at all. 1 day. All right, so that daily. Okay, so you just had a daily cross played out. You did have this 1 to 4 candle pullback down here. So look, you had this 1 to 4 candle pullback, and then it fell out again. So I mean, this is not good. So we're just gonna say the daily. Red 1. And the candle setup doesn't help us. 12 hours. Nothing helps us. 6 hours. Alright, so the 6 hour. You have a brand new death cross. So on the 5, so on the 6 hour you have a that's a 7 and the 50, and then so you have a possible bearish supercross in and then your resistance up there is $5. So your resistance is $4.79 and then $5. So we're going to put resistance is right here, $5. $4.88. All right. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. All right, so got it. So this is a let's say 12 hours. Okay, this has got to rally real damn quick here. PDQ. Because this thing has got to be about to get beaten. And we're going to run this down to the 4 hour. Same thing. So the 4 hour is exactly the same thing. So I'm just going to copy, paste. All right. Listen, my targets have not changed. I don't think there's any reason to change these targets here. This would be my top target. If it can get all the way back up here. How's BTC doing? BTC's trying. And still all right. Get rid of that one. I will leave it there. Okay. All right, ETH. Here we go. Let's do ETH real quick. All right. Okay, so ETH played out. I was close. I was off by a little bit. I thought we were gonna hit the 324. I think I called 320. If you go back through my tweets. So let's just pop this. All right, so let's go through here and see what we got. All right, so we're going to start on this chart. We'll run over to the weekly. Oh, God, this is going to be just brutal. Weekly bear cross. So you have... So you have the weekly bear cross. So this is not a weekly bear cross, it's weekly death cross. Between the 30 and the 50. What is today? Is today Monday? 7 days? 6 days? 7 days? 7 days? 7 days from now? No, 6 days. 6 days. All right. No help with any of these candle setups on the weekly. All right, daily. I'm sorry, 3 day. So the 3 day is on a... So we're going to say 3 day is on a... Oop. So 3 days on an imperfected 9. All right, we're going to go 2 day. Yep, imperfected 9. So it's bleeding. This thing can bleed pretty damn deep. I don't, it's just, this is like a super low target right here. Okay, there's other targets I gotta stop before it. Nothing. Look, though, the daily doesn't help me. This just did not. This doesn't help me. Okay, so the daily is flipped. So the daily flipped. New red 2. All right, the 12-hour, nothing. Like, there's just nothing. This doesn't help me. And there's just no support below this either. I mean, have you guys seen any support underneath here? Nothing. There's nothing. Nope. Nope. Let me switch this back to 12-hour. where's my support? There's your resistance. There's your resistance. There's nothing. There's no support below here at all. There's just no support whatsoever on anything. Sorry, I didn't see that up here. Coming soon, so there's that. And then you have on the new 6. Oh, awesome. All right, so then you have this 6, so you have here on this 6 hour, what is this? I'm sorry. So on the 6 hour, you have a new 7 and 30 bear cross. So the scalper called the short here pretty damn well. Good job on the scalper. If you played the scalper, you guys did well. You're sitting really pretty in ETH. And then we're going to pull up the 4 hour. All right, so the 4 hour did a super cross. So here you see this. This is super cross. So you got on the 4 hour completed a super cross. So it's played out right now. So it's played out 7, 30, 50. So it played that whole thing out already. Well, just it's going to be, that's a lot tougher now. You know, the 6, so it did. Look, it's on a 6. A lot of these are on the 6 on the 4 hour. Yep, 6, 4, 12. Yep, not getting any help here. Okay, so the only one that's on the 6 down there that we even give a credit about is the 4 hour, which is showing a 6 for that reversal, right? And that's it. Yeah, my targets have not changed on ETH. So there, my targets are still there. All right, let's go over here. What's our last one? What's our last one? What's our last one? ETH. We're going to do one more. Tron. We're going to do Tron. Okay, let's take a look at this baby. Popped. See ABC. Very nice. Turned on the 6. Very nice. Down on the 4. Okay, so I'm going to run this up to the weekly. Let's run this out to the weekly right here. Ah, look at that. Just doesn't have nothing. Damn it. I hate this when this doesn't have enough information. Because I'll bet you money there's a cross coming here somewhere. And then look at this candle. So this candle was the ultimate, like, go long, dog farm, girlfriend. I mean, it's easy to put the girlfriend, but, or the wife. She's first to go. Might save the dog. Okay, so you put the wife, you put, you know, the house, things that are not so important. Save the dog, though. So, all right, so the weekly, no help. 3-day, did get the long call off this, so you did get a nice bouncing long call off that as a scalp, so that was good. Still no help anywhere. 2 days, nothing, so your 2 days started a new green 1. Nope. So I got, so it did, so it flipped to a 1. New green 1. this back right here. One day, 12-hour, six-hour. Man, there's nothing. Good call on the scalper. No help with the candles. All right, that's bad. I mean, there's absolutely nothing here. Only thing I can see. All I see is there's just one is a death cross between the 7 and the 30 and 3 hours. 2.5 hours. There's just nothing to call here. I mean, we're below all the support. Yeah, there's just nothing. So we're below all of the support. And all the resistance is stacked up above us. Right? So we're just completely stacked with resistance above us. Let's line this up. There's one. There's two. Three. This is a fickle beast. Yeah, I can't see changing. I don't see anything here that changes my target. There's just nothing. There's nothing here that changes my targets. There's just nothing. I don't see. You know, unfortunately, on a coin, and I love Tron. I love playing this. It's a fun coin. It's a great coin to play. But it's just there's nothing, and this is kind of going to take that off the wall. I'm going to move this down. Move this down. If this thing does, it's just I mean, I'm just going to probably I'll leave that. But I mean, this is going to be tough to not just bleed out down to here. There's just I don't see anything here. I mean, unfortunately, Tron is just going to follow whatever BTC does. Oh, come on. Yeah, and that's it. That's all you got, you know. So, all right, let's go back over here. Oh, looky, looky, looky. Look at that. All right, so the first test is coming here, right? Look at the arrows. Look at how nice this is. Look, it's working out. Working out nicely. All right, so here's the test. This is it. We're coming into our test range. I mean, this is really all you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is a pretty easy trading range here. You know, it's got to break through all this, but you got a lot of resistance going up that it's got to overcome, and I feel it's just going to swoop over at any of these points. I'm not getting uber bullish on anything. Now look, you see the yellow box I have drawn? I've had this damn yellow box for days and days and days. And listen, we can't break over it. We can't break under it. So this is a crappy, crappy trading area. All you should be doing is just scalping inside of here. You know, this is all you should be doing is just playing the scalp action, right? Just playing the scalp action in here. And now I'm going to leave this line right here. I'm going to leave this because this actually works now as my resistance. So this wedge is now going to work as my resistance. So I'm going to get rid of this wedge top up here. And I'm going to use this, I'm going to just change this to wedge. So the wedge is the resistance now, right? So I'll get a nice arrow. There we go. So that's kind of what we got right there, and I think that's it. I think we're sitting pretty good. You know, this has got a lot of oomph to get through. It can do it. It's done it before. We've seen the historicals, right? The historical has called this before, and let's see if it can just make it happen, right? All right. Is there binary? No, but did you guys see? Actually, I posted it in the VIP area. Very interesting article up here in the VIP area. If you guys get a chance. Sorry, I post a lot. Sorry. Okay, nope. Two last things I'll leave you guys with. Jesus Christ, I post a lot. All right, so here, nope, that's not. This is it right here. So if you guys, look at there has been a purge. So there's a purge right now going on, an altcoin purge over on, so you do have altcoins that are dying. So, you know, there's these smaller exchanges that take, or just exchanges that take on pretty much anybody, you know. So they have 28 pairs have been delisted. So just want to throw that out here. Here's a bunch of pairs right here. So there's a lot of pairs that have been delisted. This one was against USD. They got rid of these three against the US dollar. Then the ETH ones. Here's all of the ETH ones versus ETH. UTK, WRC. If you hold any of these, be prepared for them to just probably die soon. These are the ones. These are pairings against BTC. So if you've got any of these paired against BTC, be warned that these are all just got delisted off of a pretty good exchange, pretty solid exchange. So that is number one bad thing. Then I posted up this. Beauty, right? That of course, I mean, all these guys had to do was call me, you know, and I would have let them know. I would have told them that this was going to happen. So Tether, you had 415 million pumped out in August. So the market is dying and they're printing more Tether. Okay. Wink, wink. Yeah, right. Okay, good job. So now this is how much Tether is out there in the world. A gazillion dollars of Tether is held in the Tether of Treasury. Tether now has $2.7 billion. And once again, I just want to ask, where is $2.7 billion in a bank account? I would like to know where that's at. I would love to see that bank account. because I'm calling BS. They now Tether did hire this new guy. They hired this guy, the former Bank of Montreal executive. Did they even put his name up there? They didn't put his name up there. I wouldn't want my name out there either. So look, the company is yet to admit to a full audit, which is total BS, right? Which is complete BS. They don't have the money. I mean, we know they don't. We know that there's not a bank account right now with $2.7 billion in it right now. It's just there's not. There's just not. These guys don't have 2.7 billion laying around. And they sure as hell don't have 415 million sitting in a freaking bank account right now, which they just printed out of magical thin air. So that was another good article that we posted up, and then just a lot of good information. Then another really good piece of advice for everybody. Please, if you get a chance, I want you all to go, and here's my post. Please go to Twitter, sign up for go to the SEC News. You come over here, you go down here, you can turn on mobile notifications, okay? I really suggest that you turn on the mobile notifications so that you can get the notifications as they pop up. You get them, and I would be following the SEC because when they do announce that whatever the next upcoming ones get denied, there will be a market drop. I mean, it's just going to happen. You're going to get a pretty good market drop. And so that's it. I think there's more to come. You know what I'm saying? There's more to come. And, this just keeps playing out just like my charts have been calling it, right? So, if you guys have been following me, this is playing out pretty well. My charts have been calling this. I mean, I called this bottom almost perfect. You've seen this, and let's just keep playing safe. Let's keep trading safe. Listen, if you want updates that are literally to the minute of what's going on and what's going to happen and where to short and what to do where and when to do it, listen, there's no place better than our VIP area. Come join us until 1 mil. We have 107 people left watching. We were up to like 160 today. Lots of fun, lots of easy trading today. I hope you made some money off my calls. Give me some likes. I would love to see some likes smashed up there. For the Vamp, it has been a ton of fun, everyone. I want to say thank you so much. I made enough money for a cheeseburger and a large fry today. So it was a great day trading. Don't forget to come join us at Until 1 Mil. You guys can find our Discord. It's in our www.until1mil.com website, or you can find it on my link. Thank you so much, everybody. It has been a ton of fun. I am out.